Exchange's reserve has gone to its all-time low. And this blue line, you guys can see that it is in the lowest point. And what does it mean? I'm going to talk about it in this video. It's going to be an important one, guys. We are almost getting to the area that we're going to start getting more bullish. But I called this again. If you guys were in my Telegram group, free Telegram group, I was telling you guys there's another chance that we might go up and then go down, or just go straight down. I gave it two scenarios. The first scenario worked, I guess. It kind of messed with me a little bit because after closing this 4-hour candle as very bullish, I was like, okay, maybe it's going to be the second scenario. We're going to probably go back up maybe to 63, 400-ish and then go back down. And I was expecting it to go up to this level where this closed candle is, right? Because we had it spike up to that level, but we did not really quite touch that line, right? So we did not quite touch this body with a wick at least, and it started going lower. That shows that how much selling pressure there is. So we called this perfectly, and we called this, but we did not perfectly call it, but it's still called it. I said that I'm still expecting to go lower. A lot of people, a lot of YouTubers were just screaming that we're going to go higher and we're going to break out this time. But I said no, because USDT was telling me something different, okay? We called this bottom. I'm going to repeat again that USDT, because USDT has been going up and it's on the rising wedge, guys, it is very bullish for BTC. Because we are on the rising wedge, usually when you have a drop within a line, when we have a rising wedge like this, we're going to most likely break below. Okay, but when that's going to happen, that's why I'm still giving a scenario that we can go a little bit higher, up to even 7%. That's going to be a really huge shakeout. But I'm going to tell you guys that there is a good chance that we do not even see that. Okay, I'm going to explain in this video. Let's go first back to this part that I was explaining at the beginning. So you guys see that in the lowest point, around $15,000-$16,000 on the low of the bear market that we had, you guys see that the exchange reserve dropped from 3.3 million down to 2.9 million, right? And then it was just going sideways while we were going up in price. So this white one is BTC and this blue one is exchange reserve. Okay, so you guys can clearly see that every time I could not really go back to, all time of BTC. I was just seeing a little bit from the last bull market we had, but it shows that clearly every time we have these huge drop for BTC, for the exchange reserve, we start going higher in prices. That's why, and you guys see that we are on the all-time low, guys. Okay, that is pretty huge. That shows that give us a hint that there's a good possibility that we are gonna start going higher in price. But we need to consider that USDT is very close to this white line, where we every time hit this line, we start the bear market, or we just dropped heavily. In the last bull market, I explained to you guys how USDT moved with every date that I was showing you guys. I was showing you in BTC chart and how we were moving, right? So again, I am not really expecting to break below this time, because we have never done this in the history of Bitcoin, okay? Although we are printing USDT billions of dollars, but you guys know that we are always having a lot of billions of dollars in USDT or any stable coins, and they never get into altcoins. And even BTC, let's just look at it. So you guys see that BTC is on almost $2 trillion, but and Tether is almost $120 billion. And even if you guys go to USDC, you guys see $34 billion. Let's just look at USDC and how similar USDC looks to. You guys see that almost exactly the same movement USDC is having. It is on a rising wedge. I'm not going to really spend too much on this because it's almost the same thing. And you guys can clearly see that stable coins are having the same movements, right? We call this area, I said we are gonna most likely bottom for USDT and USDC almost the exact same area, and we have been going up slowly, and that is a bullish pattern. Usually when we have a drop and then gets into a rising wedge, we usually break below. And honestly, I don't want to really call it big one here, but there's a good chance that at least we're gonna go this much down. Okay, I'm not sure where that drop is gonna start. It's not that much of a drop. Okay, but this is USDT. USDT has more percent money into it, but we're talking about percentage here. Okay, you guys see that how similar they are, right? But you guys can clearly see in here as well, I showed you guys this Ichimoku cloud. There's a good possibility we're going to have more drop coming, guys. But I'm going to get into technical analysis for Bitcoin. I'm going to talk about the scenario. I was showing you guys on my phone on the screenshot. I was showing you I am seeing oversold. But it's still, we dropped some more. There's a good chance that we get a little bit of support here. It start going higher very slowly. Maybe we're going to have probably something like this. And then up to this level, okay, where we started to drop and then start going lower, okay? But if we go, guys, if we go back down to maybe almost this area, maybe around this area, okay, that would be $58,000 area. With USDT, I'm gonna go to 4-hour chart. You guys can see it, that if you want to estimate it, it's really difficult, okay? It's really difficult to say. And I'm going to explain again why I was giving a little bit of bullishness for Bitcoin before dropping further on my Telegram. I was saying that there is a good chance that we go something like this, okay, and then go back down. I was giving this scenario, but eventually I was calling this drop to happen eventually, okay? So it didn't really matter. For whoever was gonna trade, it made it difficult for me as well. I just did not really trade this. But I want you guys to pay attention here. If we go back up to, and it looks bullish, honestly, to me, okay? Unless we just go zigzag, we have a little bit of trouble, start going lower, get more support from below, and start going higher. But there's a good chance, guys, we're gonna keep dropping down up to this level. For USDT, go to this level at least. That's gonna bring down Bitcoin almost to $59,000 area. Okay, then we have to see how much more we can drop. There's a good chance, guys. I don't like these slant lines, but I'm just gonna do it for fun, okay? I usually look at the horizontal levels more than just slant lines, because slant lines can confuse you many times. You know, I would rather look at just like, for example, this yellow line than this white line. But we can still go up to this level. That's gonna literally bring back down almost another $2,000-3,000 for Bitcoin, okay? But short term, but you guys can see we are almost bottoming. We can still drop more, okay? And we're gonna we can still have that sharp drop, but this looking like a higher high, and we can have another higher high. $58,000 can be the bottom for this drop, okay? And hopefully we're not gonna go any further. And I can see a lot of good support for BTC around $58,000, and USDT would give us that thumbs up the way you're gonna give this video a thumbs up. And thank you for your support. And so we can still go up to this level and start going lower. And hopefully USDT is just gonna stop messing with us and it's gonna start dropping. About BTC dominance, guys. BTC dominance, you guys see a lot of altcoins were rallying, although BTC was dropping $3,000 or $4,000 for a couple of days ago. You guys see this little bit of drop in the past couple of days pumped a lot of altcoins. There is a good chance, guys, that we're going to keep dropping down to this level, to the lowest point where I have been holding this rectangle, that I said that there's a good chance that we're just going to keep rising within this, okay? And there's a good chance we're going to see more altcoins pumping, get a little bit of support around this area for BTC dominance. And so this pattern can happen. We do not know exactly, right? We're just guessing. There's a good chance that we're going to start going higher. And hopefully this will be the top for BTC dominance. We might not go that sharp up, we might go zigzag the way I'm showing in this blue pattern. We can see something like this, start going higher. But once we get to this area, guys, we have been buying with our members. I just told them about 4 decentralized exchanges for new blockchains, the new blockchains that have been making a lot of noises. If you guys would like to join our members, that we have 29 members right now, we are gonna make a lot of money together. Hopefully, there's no guarantee, but we have been buying over 70 coins, 70 different coins, a little bit of each, smaller cap coins. As I explained the logic behind the small cap coins and large cap coins, and how people with only a couple $1,000s are not gonna make 100x's by only buying Ethereum or Bitcoin or Binance, because of this market cap. The simple math, market cap divided by circulating supply, will be this price, okay? So by knowing the simple math, we have been buying low amounts, $30, $40, $50 worth of a lot of altcoins, okay? So there is no way, even if out of 70 different coins, even if we lose half of it, if just half of the projects fail, because we have millions of coins right now, over 2.4 to 2.5 million coins, there is a good chance that we're gonna hit the jackpot for sure, okay? And only a couple of other of our coins, if it gives 100x to 1000x, guys, that's gonna give us a lot of return. So by looking at this, it gives me really a good motivation for us that we can still hold strong, that almost BTC probably have its last drop before going higher. And this gives us a good hint that we're gonna probably start going higher. But for BTC, guys, I'm gonna tell you guys this. I'm just gonna give you a very fun prediction. It's not gonna be 100%, but by just looking at this chart, guys, okay, and the way that we are very close to this white, we're not close, but just looking at it, in last bull run, we had most of our altcoins rallying from this point to this point for USDT. So a lot of money poured into altcoins. And so once we start topping for USDT and start dropping, it's going to be the same at the same time almost for BTC to bottom. And that's going to be total 3. Let me show you total 3 as well. Total 3 is looking good, honestly. Although it dropped lower than the line I had made before, it is back up above it, right? So I said that we have broken above, and exactly we got rejected. I still leave these lines for you guys to see how perfectly I have been calling things in here, okay? You guys see that we dropped below quite a little bit and then started going back up. So this looks like a good support, unless BTC keeps dropping heavily, and we might go back down below this yellow line that we broke after many tries and start going higher. It's still, guys, this shows, if we go to the weekly chart, this shows that how much pumps we can have up to this level, to all-time high of previous bull cycle. And this total 3 shows only altcoins, anything other than BTC and altcoins, okay? So by just looking at this, you guys can see that only getting money out of BTC only maybe $100 billion, and a little bit from stable coins, USDT, USDC, and all of that can pump this to up to $1.10 trillion easily. Let's just say that we're not going to make a new all-time high, which I would find it very weird if we don't, okay? I would say that we can't even go up to 2 trillion just for altcoins, okay? But it all depends on how much more money, how much more new retail investors are going to get into investing into altcoins, which we're going to probably, once BTC hopefully gets back to its all-time high, is we're gonna probably see. So now we are around $60,000. If we go around $70,000, $72,000, guys, even if BTC does not really go any higher, we're gonna most likely see altcoins are gonna rally very heavily, because they're gonna give them enough confidence that we are out of this range and we are going to pump more, right? So BTC does not have to pump way too much to give us that confidence, because you guys see that with the smallest drop for BTC dominance, we are seeing a lot of altcoins pumping in only one day, 20%, 10%, 100%, 50%. All of those altcoins are, we're going to see hundreds of percent for each coin. The coins that are having a lot of attention, and smaller cap coins that by only having only $1 or $2 million, but they are having a lot of volume in their trading volume, and they're already listed in a lot of exchanges, they're going to pump heavily. Only imagine the altcoins we're buying that they are only in $1 to $10 million market cap, for example. If is, I'm just gonna give you one example. I have been talking about this. I'm not telling you to buy these, okay? These are not anything that I'm telling you to buy, okay? Last time, exactly before it pumped and gave almost 40x for this coin, okay? But I was telling everybody in my membership, I was telling all my members, you are buying this, but there's a good chance that we're gonna go back down. So take profits. Okay, all my members know already, they were back then, right? So this is on almost 4 or 5 million market cap, okay? Imagine if it only goes to 100 million market cap. So it will give 20x easily, right? 20x for a coin that you only buy $30 to $50 worth of it. That's going to easily give you $1,000. Right? And I'm just giving you the lowest point, right? These coins can pump very heavily, okay? I'm not telling you to buy this again, okay? But this is just an example why I am a fan of micro cap coins a lot more than going and buying Ethereum, Binance, Solana, the coins that used to be very small. People started pumping, and all you see from your favorite YouTubers, oh, Solana is gonna go to $500. Okay, $500. How many X's is that gonna give you? 3x? Are you gonna be happy with that? Yes, if you have $500,000 and you put all in here and it gets 3 times more, yes, you're gonna be happy. I'm not telling you to buy it, but this is the logic behind it, guys. If you're buying XRP and you're expecting it to go $1,000 to $1,000, you got a 1,000x this number. Okay. Let's just use some logic in here, okay? I'm not against any of the coins you're holding, okay? I would love you guys to be millionaires, but we're trying to be here unbiased, and we're looking at the possibilities. So everything is looking fine, and even if we go back down to $50,000 or $48,000, guys, we're gonna have still a lot of drop for altcoins. BTC is gonna top out most likely, and that's going to be the best opportunity to buy. But I've been buying a lot around all these levels with our members, okay? Because I don't care, honestly, I don't care about 20%, 30%, because once the altcoins are going to start pumping, those 20, 30% loss is not going to even matter, okay? So I'm not telling you to buy. These are just what I'm sharing with you that I'm doing, and our members too. Even some of our members, one of them has thousands of dollars on the side. He's just waiting for the lowest point, which I do not really think that he should not buy anything at all. He should buy at least a little bit, because we got a little bit of experience. I admitted that I was not buying heavily in altcoins in here because I was expecting drop back to 12,000 before on higher. And the altcoins I was holding, I sold them way too early. Okay, so you guys need to pay attention to that. So worst case scenario, you're gonna lose $1,000 or $2,000. Okay, you need to look at your pocket and see how much you care to lose. This is crypto, okay? It does not joke with you. But if you make money, guys, it's not like a stock market. It takes away your whole life, and it will give you 3x of your money. We're not looking at this. This is crypto. We're looking at hundreds of percent in one day. Okay, so again, reminding you, once we get to this point, guys, I am out. I do not care if your favorite YouTubers is gonna call for $200,000, $300,000, like the way they were screaming around here for $100,000. After 3 years, we are still below it. Okay, so let's just use some logic. Let's look at USDT. Let's look at the logic, the hints it has been giving us. Okay, let's do not fool ourselves. Okay, but so far, guys, I am still concerned for USDT going higher as long as we are above this level, guys. But so far, guys, as long as we are above this white line, I am is still not going to be that bullish. You guys can clearly see we had these two couple of wicks in here, couple of wicks in here. We had a couple of rejections, and we had support 2 times. This is weekly chart, guys. You guys can see the power of technical analysis. You guys see we got support, we went higher, but we started going lower, right? So these lines are showing you the facts, guys. There is still a good chance that we go back up here and we can still even go back up to 6.4% and even higher to this level where the drop started happening for USDT. So we can just get that liquidity and start going lower, okay? So let's just not ignore this. It is in general bullish, the market, but we can have our last drop and then start going lower for USDT, and BTC is going to obviously pump with altcoins. So let's just stay strong. We are all in this together. I am letting you know again, I'm not against any of you guys or whatever you guys are doing. I'm just here to help you understand the market better and stop being bullish all the time. Sometimes you need to be cautious. Check out my other videos. If you are new to this channel, check out my links in here. You guys can join the membership. Make sure to subscribe. We are almost hitting 3,000 subscribers. We should have been already in 50,000 subscribers, but unfortunately, I'm not getting more than 1,000, 100,000 something views. These videos are literally, look at this. I told you guys about this again. Look what I exactly show you guys. I was still expecting to go higher, but we went a little bit lower and started going higher. Okay, this is USD that I'm showing you almost 5 days ago. Okay, and I called this one as well where we're gonna start dropping. So again, this guy is a good guy cryptocurrently, but he just talks, and I honestly like how he's attracting a lot of viewers. But I just don't know what is wrong with me or talking. If you guys think that you can suggest something to me that I get more views for algorithm or whatever, but it is kind of disappointing that I'm not getting as many views. So yeah, thank you guys for supporting. We are almost hitting 3K. Let's just get there as soon as possible. Hit the like button so it can be pushed to more people. See you next time. Peace.